So this is my quick guide to team deathmatch tactics in COD World War II. Hey, I'm no expert, but this may help when the second weekend of the beta opens up in a few days' time, and when the release of the game comes out in November as well. Now, in team deathmatch, it's not really about you doing very, very well, or that helps. It's more about controlling the map so that you know where the enemies are coming from. So let's start off with my loadout. I'm using the STG-44 with the infantry division because that gives me an extra slot on my gun and gives me a faster strafe when I'm aiming down sights. I've got the hustle basic training, which enables me to reload faster. I've got rapid fire on the gun, which helps me to compete with submachine guns, and I've got full metal jacket so I can shoot through cover and easily shoot down recon aircraft. I've got the normal grip on for accuracy because I basically aim down sight all the time, as you'll see, and I've got the sticky bomb so that when I lob it somewhere it stays there and doesn't wander off like frags do. My streaks are the Molotov, the recon plane and the guided bomb. Now, as you're moving around the map, obviously, if you look in the top left-hand corner, you'll see there's descriptions. Look at those and kind of learn them, because the footsteps in this game aren't very loud, but what is loud are the shout-outs, and the friendly and the enemy team both do shout-outs. Obviously, when the friendly team do a shout-out, they're telling you where the enemy are. Now, when the enemy team do shout-outs, they're sort of saying where your team members are. So you've got to be careful because they may be looking at your team from across the map. But if you kind of ignore what they're saying but listen to the sound of where their voice is coming from, obviously that's where they are, and that's probably more effective than footsteps. Black Ops 3 was amazing for footsteps. This definitely isn't, but we'll have to see if that changes. Now, always hip fire first, aim down sight slightly after when you encounter enemies at close range so that you don't fall foul of the sprint out time problem. Now, I think that in Team Deathmatch you want to dominate the middle of the map, and I prefer the side on Ardennes Forest that's the bunker side, not the bridge side. So I don't like this side, although they've both got a little bit of cover to do that way. And remember, in my opinion, Team Deathmatch, to win as a team, it's not about you having the highest point score or even the best KD ratio. It's about controlling the map where you've got people in the middle and people on both flanks. So you know where the enemy spawn is. And the worst thing that can happen is when someone, like maybe you or one of your teammates, pushes all the way to the enemy spawn and then flip it around, because then it's chaos because you don't know where people are coming from. Unless, of course, that's what you're trying to do because you're trying to get to the best side of the map. Of course, being able to do this all depends on what your teammates are doing, you know, and if they just keep rushing the enemy spawn and not trying to get any map control because they're just chasing points to get to the top of the leaderboard, then, you know, switch to the blitz method, which for me is where you run around after a teammate, wait for them to shoot somebody or get shot, and they'll probably get some bullets into the enemy, and then you can finish the enemy off because they'll be weak, and then keep doing that. When you're actually on the map though, and holding down a position, keep moving side to side to avoid snipers because there's lots of good ones about. Now, your route into the map, it all depends on what your teammates are doing, but from the initial spawn, hold back for a second or so, see where they go. If they go left and right, you go middle. If nobody goes to the left, you go to the left. Because, as I say, you want people pushing all three lanes, and most of the maps, this and Gibraltar really do kind of have three lanes. Point to Hock's a bit different because it's a bit chaotic. And then keep checking your minimap to look for holes. So if you notice that, you know, to your right or to your left or down the middle, your teammates aren't there, that's where the enemies probably are going to be able to get through. And because these maps are so small and people move so fast, in a matter of seconds you can have people behind you shooting you in the back and then flipping the spawns around. Now, keep an eye out as well for the skull signs on the map where your friends are dying, because where your teammates are dying, again, there's an enemy there. Now, they will be moved really quick, but if they're there, you know to expect somebody coming. If it's safe, shoot down recon planes, especially if you've got a full metal jacket on, because not only do recon planes give you away and your teammates away on the map, which can be a big problem, but the person who's put that recon plane up is earning extra points all the time that they and their teammates are shooting people, which means that they're getting closer and closer to their next score streak, which could be something nasty like the bomb, the artillery, or God forbid the paratroopers. So, you know, if it's safe to do so, do that. Okay, so as you can see on this particular map, I'm trying to hold down this middle section, but I'm keeping my eyes on the minimap. At the moment, we've got people on all sides of the flank, so it's good. Grenade comes over, I'm dead. So here we go again. We're not at my favourite side, so people to the left and right. So I'll go down the middle. Just trying to do that. If you come up against a good enemy sniper on this map though, it's very, very difficult to do this because they'll just keep popping you off. I've got full metal jacket on, so I'm not scared to just keep lobbing bullets at enemies to go through cover. Right, I'm going to push up a little bit harder now, but it's very down. My left flank is exposed. It's going a bit chaotic. Everybody's forward, so this flank is probably flipped. Yeah, bang. So yeah, it's flipped. So we're down at the other end of the map. Let's have a look. It's very dangerous to the right. There's nobody there, but I'm pushing up anyway. There go some enemies. Get a couple of kills there. Again, I'm very aware that right, I've got people to the right, people to the left, and people in the middle, so that's good. So I can hang around here. Just trying to get people who heg glitch on, well, doing basically what I'm doing. Now I know that there's nobody to my right now, so I'm thinking about that. Right, someone's gone to my right, so that's fine. But I've gone back to support them. Come back, I've noticed they've gone up there. So just trying to lock this down. I notice that there's a gap to my left now on that cut through and behind me. Again, they've obviously killed the guy on the right, so I'm coming down here. I think I get outmaneuvered here, yeah. I think somebody gets the jump on me. In COD World War II, if somebody gets the jump on you, you're dead. It's very, very difficult to survive. So I'm determined to push back towards this spawn. It is my favourite side of the map on Ardennes Forest. He's just died. Grenades are coming in. So I'm just going to recover a little bit. Get some damage into him. I need to retreat. Get to a safer position. Oh, it looks like all my teammates have got the same idea. They're all pushing hard into this spawn, which is good. So it's flipped again. And there we go, and we win the match. I hope this has been a useful video. Put your questions and comments down below, and I will see you again soon.